Yo, so I have a little bit more to do on the like getting together the actual files for the MP3s for Insane Asylum Radio Part 2, like adding these clips of things that I saw while I was in the Insane Asylum or HCPC. Um and like some of the idea is that this is just like an ad, right? And I mean, there's some imagery that's nice in it. Um, and I like Jasmine Tooks, Jazz Tooks, Tokes, Tooks. uh, Tooks. In any instance, Jasmine showing me a whole new world here, being unstoppable. While I'm in the insane asylum or the mental health lockup, the Harris County Mental Health Lockup here in Houston, Texas. I'm like these two things I'm adding to like I yesterday I downloaded a bunch of things here that were uh that I'm gonna put in the library today in the music library and these are some last like I'll probably add a few more things after this, but I thought this was important. First of all, she's someone who's like she's one of the females that uh is in the mixes. Am I unstoppable? Here, give me a moment. That's actually not a very uh high quality image in the sense of it actually like was too low resolution. So give me a second here to find. I guess this one's not gonna be. Well, maybe I can. Seems pretty on theme here, but I'll let it play for a second, I guess. It sounds like I'll let it play here for a second as I do this, but it definitely seems to have trended in the direction, right, of the creative thing that I did, where it's like very flower themed and stuff. This is like, how many commercials is she in that are everywhere? Uh, I this was one of the ads, and this ad, and there were a few more ads that like I was thinking about. Oh, and I already put the Liberty Bibberty ad in. This one. Um and like the all the different like kind of one of the things is that this is art like to me because of what we first of all look at where my hair looks. My hairline it almost looked like perfectly. It looks interesting. Um it's art that I think uh like I guess I had some control when I'm in the mental health lockup, or like people have some control of what they're watching, but it's just what's on TV. You know what I mean? Like it's the you might be somewhere doing a job somewhere, at least in America, and these commercials for things that like I don't use unstoppables. I don't hate unstoppables. It's just like for most things I can't there's just too many things to think about, you know? Um and like for me when I see it, she's someone who like I already have this imagery kind of associated with her in the sense of like here, I'll give me a second. And this is by the brig because I think something feels like it has me in the brig. And or maybe I'm in the brig and this is how I'm telling my story. But I me breaking this seals, hitting this earthquake, definitely gonna change change being caught in any situation that I wouldn't want to be in. Um and like you can also see Stella Maxwell there, and like Alison Ambrosio and Gigi Hadid. And okay, well, still seems to be heading in the in the in that general direction. That was I made that in here. You want to see when I made that? Look, I don't have all the information on these because I just named them kind of sillier things because I was more focused on whatever. Now I made them more professional so that it's harder for people to bullshit about how good the mixes are. You know, honestly, that's part of the thing. That's why I'm just like, okay, I guess you can like you want me to let me use the thing to do whatever, but you still aren't gonna like I'm still not getting I've put in all this work. I'm still not getting what I'm looking for out of it as far as well for a lot of things. But even just like the internet's gotten worse since like a couple years ago. Like fuck. It's harder to do stuff on the computer now, and it shouldn't be. It's a slower process. and things haven't advanced as much as they should. And they're advancing in the wrong ways, and it's just like it's frustrating. This is stupid. And some of it is because like there's just interests that are like they're just not worthwhile. They're short-term like human interests trying to um like drive corporate reality, drive uh America, drive the religious stuff. And so at least let me be as public as I can, because I don't know how public I can be, because it looks like something doesn't let me do that, or at least it doesn't tell me how public I'm. Like, I'm clearly being public, but I mean, am I? I'm trying to be. The idea with this earthquake is that's the end, though. But okay, well, I guess the sixth seal and then the seventh seal. But look, I made this in 2018 in April, so this is 8 years ago. Okay, and then Yo TV was a month later. Hmm. Oh, and then right after that, they threw me into the mental hospital the first time. Like that was my first trip to HCPC, and they put me in the same room. I mean, it seemed like it really seems like something is fucking with me at an overhead level, like playing reality like an RTS and fucking with me, and it's like in an adversarial way, and it's stressing me. It's not something I want to be the reality currently. Or that's not how I want things to be. But okay. I could go back and do the collages for some of these mixes. That would actually be a good one to do it for. I've already kind of seen it, like based on how this looks here. I have these. These are like when I started, but it wouldn't look bad. I don't know. Some of them I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to even find covers for, so I don't know what I would do, but do for them. But if you did one of them cover collages, it would still work, and I didn't even see this one. You know what I mean? It's not based on like seeing it always. A lot of them actually. Like this one I think would be good too. You can already see some of this stuff works, but I just it takes some time to like put it all together and it they do look better like particularly on these where there's more effort put in also on the visual side of things. It's some kind of combination. All right. Well, here's the mix thing. And I'm gonna get back to kind of working on this. But here's the beautiful Jasmine. A whole new world. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Liberty, liberty. All right, and then there's this commercial. And so I'll play them and then I'm gonna download them kind of like this one I'm gonna download in the way that I did the other ones, but this one I'm going to have to get um like I'm gonna download it via Audacity. And one of the things that I'm like, I also think it's interesting, like, why isn't there just a thing like Ross doesn't even have it on their own YouTube? Like, the internet is so not, it's become so not worthwhile that, like, does Ross, I don't even know if it was an official Ross store thing, but it's like that people don't even advertise in the same way because, like, I don't, eh. One of the things is everything's so broken up, so I like it just doesn't seem as there's not as much continuity with what people are dealing with, I think. But okay, this is the first thing is this ad. I like the delivery on that, but that's the one that I remember. I there's several of them that if I go back through it that um like I, when I was saying the Ross thing, you can go to Unstoppables and there's literally like an Unstoppables. It's verified. It has subscribers. Like, um, but you know, the commercials that it has. But I remember specifically. I mean, I think I remember a couple of these. Maybe the laundromat one too, but for sure this one. And so and by remembered, I mean like watching it repeatedly in the mental health place. So it's kind of like a satire on like the idea of like commercials are. I like that there's multiple variations. That's nice. It keeps things like you don't just see this one version of the ad, though she looks so beautiful, doesn't she? Uh, but you don't just see like one version of the ad. You see well on here there's three, but I kind of mean like also like it's things that so I guess there's maybe advertising logic that people need to have something like repetitively um they need to see something repetitively in order for it to like head on applied directly to the forehead head on applied directly. Is that why this side didn't work right? Whatever's just like trying to advertise so many times. But it does feel like that a bit. um the repetitive nature kind of like I guess tries to imprint it. Maybe that's why people are acting the way that they're acting towards me. I don't like that they're trying to. I can't tell if people are trying to imprint positively or negative on me, on me, on me. She's one of the people. What a babe, huh? A whole new world. I mean, actually, but that's how the end of Isaiah goes. There's a new heaven, new earth, and then so that's the Old Testament, and then in the New Testament, That's how the revelation goes. And then also, I think it sounds like a party. Then all the Victoria's Secret girls and like what they're into. That seems like the same type of reality. And I'm just like, well, what is this the? Are they my angels or are they the angels of Satan, which seems to be corporate America at this point? I can't exactly tell, but and then like even like the the corporate America one is like it's mostly because it's not engaged. Well, I don't know if corporate America actually looks like it would engage what I'm saying, but like something's like, what the fuck is stopping my reality from being engaged? I'm not sure. And I don't know if something cooed me or something cooed my reality. If so, I mean, I don't think it's gonna work. I think I'm breaking the seals. But I mean, I think by that I mean based on what I can see. Yep. Hmm. All right. Well, and this is what I mean. Look, she's a mom, but she's at a festival. I mean, come on. Look, she's back at the festival. But this is also what I'm saying. Like, well, wait, you actually, if I do the overcomer thing, you can have this, but not feel bad about it, and you can have it forever and you don't die. But I don't know if they're the ones that, like, they made a point to not, to like, no, let's ignore what he's saying. Or, like, if it's, or if they're trolling me, or and we're about to kick off the actual Infinite Festival soon. I'm still trying to figure that out. I could believe it's a bit of a number of things. All right, anyway. Hmm. They kept showing this commercial, and I was like, well, I kind of downloaded it where I downloaded it, but it could go in the mix somewhere where it's gonna be appropriate for that, like for the visual. But we'll find. Nice little shimmy. Um, yeah, I mean, magnifique little shimmy. Um, all right. Well, this one was playing all the time, and then this one was a different one that I was like, it looked really. I'm just gonna play it and then I'll explain. But it played probably more than any of the other commercials. Like I just remember it playing. Well, as much as any commercial, but I didn't hate it. I don't hate the TV spot, and this is also kind of what I'm saying. It's like, well, I don't know how the copyright thing works, and I'm like, the point on this is like, well, it's art that like literally is forced on my and other people's reality. And then like when I'm in situations where I literally have to record and have like a public reality recording of it because there's a different narrative going on of what my reality is, so I'm confirming with a third party like what I have, which is YouTube, but also the idea of like, well, YouTube's AI should like just be able to keep up, and different public AI should be able to keep up with what's going on with me. But and then me getting copyright struck repeatedly. Though I will say, thankfully, whew, the claim released on the Richie Rich thing. Whoa, thanks Warner Brothers. On the mom urgent care visit part two. I mean, come on. But it really like thanks for deciding to release the copyright claim on that one. Uh I don't think it's like the way it works now is not just, it would be fine if it was actually protecting them in a lot of the instances from like some kind of real theft where they're losing money or something, but a lot of things seem to be like just preventing people like people from, I don't know because some of this is like, I do think it's like a wiser way to exist, to do this kind of like where people can just check in through their stuff, like, what the fuck's going on with me, you know and like you might see whatever else would go on, but um if I was like trying to make money using this TV like truck commercial, I but at the same time, like uh if I'm having a lot of people watch it and it's like in a video that a lot of people watch, there should be some kind of fair way to come up with like, well, yeah, if I did it in a thing. It depends, I think, also on the context. Like if in the thing where like I'm at the urgent care, they shouldn't get anything for anything that's playing where like in the background or something. So if the commercial's just playing in the background, no. But if I'm making a point, now, that being said, part of the point of this art is that people are stealing from my reality, and I'm not saying this person is at all. I don't know I can't say who is and who's like maybe helping me, but it's that there's like a system that I think drains from people and doesn't give reasonably something fair back in the same way. Like, look, when I see in the Bible what Jesus is about, there it's more fair, but it doesn't seem the way that like what things the way the everything works now. And even this, like, wouldn't it make more sense to have like the system that I'm talking about, where like this commercial is just officially up on some platform that all the things are on, so that it's it it would even give like these third party metrics or whatever. And then it's like, I'm not trying to fuck with this company's business revenue, but it's just like, why does this have to be a third party thing anyway, to like what like whatever kind of content system that is ultimately used by people. And like we're at the point where something needs to be engaged, because like there also needs to be some governmental realities that like we're doing things like cavemen still in 2027 or 2026, 20 into 2027. Why don't we like looking at cyberpunk, like there's the certain things that it's like, do I think that is that how it's actually going to work in 2077, or do I want things to be like already more advanced than that? And the answer is, I'd like things to be already more advanced than that. So okay, let's listen to this ad. And mostly this is also what I'm saying. It's putting this in my art, or in this whatever this is, the Insane Asylum Radio Part 2. And I was already kind of working on something, but it's like uh partially because there's this, mm, I don't have control over what is on the TV. I barely had control at the place over the remote, and I was thankful for any control that I had of like picking that. Like, hey, I was watching FX on purpose, mostly because they had all these movies that like I could do just sit there and watch a movie marathon at least to pass the time. But it seems pretty obvious to me that like it actually ends up benefiting me because some of the things like seeing the beauty in that, like literally the show the beauty where I mean I can then come and go like, all right. I've been saying something stealing from me, trying to shadow ban me, like harass me, try to test the waters to see what they can get away with, and this just seems like pretty fucking obviously like like that, right? And so anyway, when I'm talking about like stuff where I have to be in situations like I was literally involuntarily in the mental lockup. However, I will say like I think I can make the place better and like have ideas. It's like should be headed towards a better reality, not a corporate reality where you make more money for your corporate overlords. So, and then if that's going to be forced on us, then why wouldn't I take control of whatever the corporate thing is and just fix it so it doesn't suck, I guess. I don't know. Something better than whatever we're doing cuz whatever it is sucks and like something lies about it and I can't quite figure out exactly what it is. It so I'm just trying to do the thing from the end of the Bible cuz I think it looks like that reconciles whatever's going on. Um Mostly cuz I'm positive that my phone is in agreement that it thinks that there's going to be this earthquake or the machine intelligence thing that's on my phone that can see what's going on does think that the sixth seal breaks this year. So, all right, here. Let me play this and like this is an example of something that like I'm in and some of it is I feel like whatever negatives and evil spiritual energy or whatever people are connected to this, it's like that they want me to give up so that they can just take it's what it seems like so that they can just take control of everything and uh, like I'm not going to and it's maybe getting more obvious now but they wanted to like maybe test me and try to like get me to change my mind and my mental state and like it's the same thing as like the idea of doing forced confession stuff. It's like trying to fuck with me to get me to change what I like. I want something out of it and like they're using their power in a way that this is what I was saying. Cheryl used her power unethically in any instance. Like you should at least listen to me before you send me to the place. Even if the doctor had something to tell her, like unless it was gonna be something that just literally towed her line exactly, she's not gonna like. What do you get out of it? You're not gonna listen to him. But okay, let's listen to this. Yeah, I was in the mental hospital, and so I dreamed of one day getting out so I could do what I wanna. It seems like you know what I mean. It just felt like this is what was going on in my reality, but I liked it. I saw like okay, guys surrounded by like cute girls in the back of a pickup truck. I'm sure they all had fun later or then, but I thought it's just like I like this scene, like literally beautiful scenery. It looks like a fun picnic, right? They got like a cool setup there. And like I was saying, is that like I think it's California. I'm not sure, but I think it's Northern California. Wherever it is, it looks beautiful. And then Here, I'll let the rest play, but this played maybe more than anything else, and just I guess listen to it, but listen to it in the mind state that I'm in there. And just by the way, I go in there on March 11th, so this was only published, maybe on here at least, like a week before. But has it not been? Damn it! It hadn't been capturing the screen. I mean, it hadn't been capturing the mic. Well, I don't know. Yo. So, okay, it has been capturing the mic. Actually, let me check one more time. What I have, which is here in Houston, idea is that okay, well, I just watched it on the thing. It wasn't playing the sound, so let me, I guess, go back and play the sound really fast on these. So first we'll do, I didn't play sound on this, but this was just to show that, like, yeah, something's like trying to fuck with me on a lot of things. Um, it seems like, and like something is siphoning from the creative directioning and stuff that I'm putting out. Um, and also just Yahweh owns everything actually, in some kind of fake fucking reality that is like some death operating system that isn't doesn't work out for anybody that I can see. Is in control now. Some kind of Satan system that sucks even for Satanists, but they don't seem to want to admit that. But okay, let's just like let's watch this real fast.
Creating luxurious fragrances comes from fine ingredients distilled into a single scent that is now exclusively available everywhere, including the laundry aisle at your local store. Unstoppable's unlimited collection makes everything smell
magnifique. It does smell magnifique.
luxurious laundry scent beads for all-day fragrance so you can smell unstoppable.
All right, and then here's the.
Wish the dust would settle down. I've been waiting all summer. Dream of one day getting out, so I can do what I wanna. I'ma do what I wanna. I'ma do what I wanna.
Magic is turning a breakup into a glow up.
So like imagine watching that also and like something's making points to me and my while I'm like fucking like literally being involuntarily kept in the mental hospital. But yeah, work your magic. Maybe how about this? Like in call on Jesus. Work your magic. Call on Jesus. Invoke Yahweh. How about this? I'll like invoke Yahweh, and then This is where the people that are like, "Oh no, it's Voldemort," and I'm like, "God damn it!" I can certainly troll some wizards. All right. Well, I do think it's a very picturesque. Like when I was in there, it's not. It's like hospital hospital vibes and like kind of it's not great vibes in the in the HCPC in the mental lockup. So like this looked like really like, oh, this looks cool. Like I would love to be in this place other instead of where I am right now. As far as like literally in the place and like the picnic with cute girls and you know, it just looked like a fun situation compared to what I was in. So let me get this real fast. And also, I can tell you about this, and it's like this is more listening to than the doctor did at the place. And I'm not trying to be like super disrespectful, though. I think he's like, I think it's wrong the way that people have done this, and I think people are doing. I'm not exactly sure what people are doing, but they're not doing the right thing. They're not doing this right, at least, or whatever the thing around me is, whatever they're doing to fuck, like make points and steal and like pretend that that's not happening. That is pretty fucking evil. Um, but I don't know. Like some people, I don't think are as aware. I think some people are just, and then some people do, probably there's money in it when it starts to be large enough, right? So. Mm. I had remembered something else, and I'm like I'm racking my brain trying to remember. I can't remember what it is, but I think there's another ad that I wanted to download that I remember seeing there or something. Hmm. Um, why is this a thing? Apple, why do I gotta? Why is this gotta be harder than it needs to be in order to to do this? Like I gotta I'm trying to remember the last time I did this. I can download these things, but why do I have to download something third party? Like again, it's just that like the companies, they don't give a fuck actually. They don't make products for like what people need. There's nobody who has like enough wealth, money, and authority that's not a complete douche. Like you would expect like someone like Elon Musk who talks about like wanting to do things like I mean, you would expect something where he's like, well, he wanted to open up X and then he didn't. But I mean, it's just like I don't expect corporate people to like actually care about making a better reality, but this place sucks and it's not going to get any better and it's getting worse fast and it's I think it's about to fucking I just can't believe that this is still going on like this. I'm so ashamed of reality and just people and what this is that there's not impetus to change this. It would make like when I'm at the mental health place, like a lot of this stuff is made easier with the computer stuff. But even then, it's like, well, even like you can help so much with a lot of the processes by just like, when I'm in there and I'm like explaining whatever to I've already talked to the computer and like been showing it what's going on with me. Why the fuck do I need to talk to someone? Why can't they just watch whatever or have like an AI summarize it for them or something? I've talked plenty. Like, but whatever. Um and that's how in a real world situation where I'm like, all right, like I, I, I'm screaming, I'm agitated that like this is bothersome. I'm agitated that like I go into the like every situation just seems like bullshit. Just like so tiring. And I'm positive we could have a much better reality. And like, Christianity, hey, hey, hey. Hi. Kingdom of Heaven. How about even America? Hi. You'd have a better reality because this place is not that currently.
Limit everywhere, including the laundry aisle at your local store. Unstoppable's unlimited collection makes everything smell
Magnifique.
That was the thing that she was saying earlier that I guess you couldn't hear because I was not paying attention or something. You know? Magnifique. Oh, what a babe. Okay, well, Maybe I'm not gonna be able to screen record. I could use OBS, and then I think I can just use it to download audio. Then I would have to stop downloading here. I don't know. I'll figure something out. It doesn't have to go in the mix. The mix is something that's supposed to be cathartic, that has a lot of this stuff that I took in along with other stuff that was going on with me that would make sense of the situation, and then give me like a way to get that out cathartically, you know what I mean? To where it was like, to where I can easily justify, like, mentally, that I got out of the thing more out of it than what they tried to, like, I think they tried to use that to like shut me the fuck up and like sit me down and stuff, which is not just unethical and evil, but it's like, well, I mean, I'm doing the creative thing, so like, how do you expect to steal better stuff if you're how do people expect to steal better stuff when they're doing that to me? I was literally on a creative roll. I was about to put out, like, I think I put up probably would have put out several, at least one other mix by now. I do think that after a month I would have had another mix. Well, I would have been going slow, but I think we'd be pretty close to having something. So, okay. I got that downloaded. I don't think I'm going to be able to download this little tune thing. Um, Not right now. Maybe later. Uh, I had it set up on my other laptop. Like, I had the virtual driver or whatever. I just don't want to deal with it. Why? This is what I'm saying. Like, why are the tools not set up for people to be creative, but it is set up for like large companies to steal from people and then abuse them and like treat them like they're in a fucking laboratory? So I gotta do like the lightning lab and whatever stuff to like take back reality and like, yeah, after this earthquake, you guys really are in as much fucking trouble as you could possibly be in. And like, yes, that is glowing lava, and like, the earthquake happens, then the world ending stuff happens. People are gonna be screaming your asses in that. Maybe make better decisions on this and just stop acting like whatever it is where people are stealing and like being evil and mean and lying and shit, and like causing all sorts of problems, like, instead of making a way, doing that a lot bullshit. All right. Um Now, I think what I'm going to do now is oh, that was what it was going to I was going to go. So there's a part where they like send you to space. Like, I got sent to space. And and like they're doing like mental health evaluations on you while you're in space. And so like the game is trolling me while like they're trolling me in real life, and I just have to make like, this is what my reality is videos until the earthquake happens, and then the people that are making this my reality are in as much trouble as you could fucking ever be in. It's literally, I'm ending the Bible on you. But okay, here, yeah, this is the thing.
In addition, numerous brain functions remain dormant. The neural impulses have been rerouted to the neural processor, a temporary measure.
When can I expect a full report?
I will send it by the end of this week.
My congratulations again on your success. Goodbye. When can I...
Impulses have been rerouted, remain dormant. The neural impulses have been rerouted to the neural processor, a temporary measure.
When can I expect a full report?
I will send it by the end of this week.
My congratulations again on your success. Goodbye.
Please prepare the patient's room.
I'm hearing purple. What the?
This anesthesia is temporary. We had to create additional synapses in your brain.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Where is it? What?
We had to create additional synapses in your brain.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Where is it? What? Where's Johnny?
The construct has been cleared from all engrams. The madness is past.
So,
We shredded him, as agreed.
having trouble remembering how I got here.
Some memories you have lost permanently. Others will return in time. You must stay calm. Your neural processor is overburdened. Any unnecessary stress response will only make things worse.
Am I still V? I died. Twice,
Everything is in order.
No. Who am I?
Please take the patient away. Notepad. Progression and its...
And then I'm like, it could just be the that I'm orbital.
further trajectory remain unclear. Removing the tumors proved a difficult task. But the operation on the engram was the real challenge. Trajectory remain unclear. Removing the tumors proved a difficult task. But the operation on the engram was the real challenge.
Let's go.
The ship of Theseus...
Look, total immortal. I did a job complete. They said that cancers are. You heard that, right?
The tumors proved addition and its further trajectory remain unclear. Notepad. Progression and its further trajectory remain unclear. Removing the tumors proved a difficult task. But the operation on the engram was the real challenge.
Let's go.
The ship of Theseus, dismantled into component parts and reassembled, still the same ship? We are pioneers, the first to ever separate mentally conjoined twins. Yes, in the end, even the human soul can go under the knife. End of note. Please take the patient away.
When in Kyoto, I hear the cuckoo calling and long for Kyoto. Huh? Please rest. A doctor will be with you shortly.
Wow, it's 3D. 27. That's not what I look like in the game. But okay.
Waiting for you. Come here.
Please get ready. Testing will begin shortly.
No, good morning. No, got some good news for you.
We must complete a series of tests. Please do not hinder or delay. Parietal lobe examination. Please use your Kiroshi scanner and read the display text. Please use your Kiroshi.
And it was a sight to behold. He said, how a soul would choose its life. Sometimes pitiable, sometimes laughable, at times wonderful and strange.
That's enough. Cognitive function test. Solve the cube.
Like, I've been trying to say, like, here's from 6 years ago how your cell phone spies on you, and I'm like trying to explain to people, and like they just don't get it, and I'm like, it only gets more powerful like every day with the AI stuff, and I'm like, and then it probably was already hyper powerful before that. So like it's just you have to believe they're at some, or I clearly believe that they're way further ahead, because like even just this is further ahead than most people believe, and it was 6 years ago. You know. Also, the Rubik's Cube scene, this is in the look. This is great for Mr. Robot, but this is, watch. I'm pretty sure I have something from here. I believe, look, I got stuff from Dude, Where's My Car? The Continuum Transfunctioner. This is where Ashton Kutcher really fucked up. Looks like I found the Continuum Transfunctioner, and I'm activating it. Oof. Oof. All right. What movie was I looking for? No, really, what movie was it? Oh, Snowden. I got The Arrival. I'm pretty positive. I got Hackers. I do think Snowden was in here. I think it's somewhere in here. Pootie Tang. Oh, I did have Black Panther. And Blade. Look, I got The Origin of Wakanda and Vibranium. I didn't need to re-download that. Maybe I'll use this one. We'll see. I'll go back through this before I actually like put it all together. But I want to try to find, what was I looking for again? Oh, Snowden. I just do this. Yep. See, look. So these were some of the clips from this. But I was gonna use this one.
Talking about getting Ellen to try. Yeah. How is it?
Trouble with the Navy?
Those idiots ripped some bullshit piece of Israeli code and jammed it down our payload. Can you fucking believe that?
Script kiddies.
I know. I should listen to you. God damn it.
Is that?
Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna make the goddamn Israelis take the fall for this.
Something about Israelis taking the fall for something.
Got it? Not taking the fall for this.
And like, cyborg punk reality.
Yep. You headed home already?
Yeah. I'm not feeling so well. Might not be in tomorrow either.
Got it?
This whole like this whole time, this was what was happening. This whole time, you guys didn't tell me. Jeez.
Trouble with the Navy?
Those idiots ripped some bullshit piece of Israeli code and jammed it down our payload. Can you fucking believe that?
Script kiddies.
I know. I should listen to you. God damn it. Is this it?
Yeah, this is it.
I'm gonna make the goddamn Israelis take the fall for this.
Got it?
Not taking the fall for this.
Patrick. Yep.
You headed home already?
Yeah. I'm not feeling so well. Might not be in tomorrow either. You know, Trevor's kind of busy. Maybe you could let him know for me?
Yeah, that'd be my pleasure. You know, if you're really not feeling well, dude, maybe you should you go back to the States and see your doctor. I think that, you know, folks would understand that.
Sounds like a smart thing. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too, bro.
Hey. You ever play with one of these?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Yeah. You should try it. It's hard.
Look, I'm trying it. Uh. But I'm not done.
I can't figure this out.
I don't know about this. You gotta start with the white cross, actually, and then you do the corners.
Oh, man. Look, I love these things. Hey, have a good weekend, man.
You too, buddy.
All right.
Wow, how slick. But mostly the thing you gotta get out of this is that the Rubik's Cube thing was really... I mostly just wanted people to recognize, like, what I'm talking about with the phone stuff is from quite a long time ago already. Oh, and then I guess walking into the light or something. Anyway, look, when it says how your cell phone spies on you. But my whole thing is, like, I'm pretty sure there's something using this stuff in a way that, like, well, it's like technology that should be fixing problems, but then it's used in ways that are just dumb instead of just directly engaging the issues. We have like roundabout fucking non-solutions to stuff. You know? But
Please link yourself to the device. Higher order representation formation initiating test. The patient is ready to be examined.
Higher order representation, what?
Engram surgery carries an elevated risk of the onset of personality disorder. Test is essential.
What's this thing you take for?
It measures pupillary response.
What are these tests meant to test?
Initiate device calibration. Respond to the keywords. No thinking, just the first word that comes to mind. Journey.
What?
Home.
I don't know.
Enemy.
Johnny.
Principal.
Johnny.
Betrayal.
Johnny.
You're in a cornfield. Tall, green plants as far as the eye can see. The sun is bright, blinding. The stalks of corn part as you walk forward. You come across a clearing left by an automated combine in its wake.
What's this test for anyway?
It tests your level of empathy. The heat has made your mouth dry and sticky. You spot a rodent's nest at your feet. The machine has torn through the soft soil. You spot blind, newborn field mice around their mother. The machine has left her sliced in two. They lie in perfect symmetry, a tiny rodent rosette. Your mouth begins to water.
What's wrong with me?
A shadow gradually falls over the ground, the first rain cloud of the year. Yes, right. Measurements complete.
How'd I do?
We will see. Motor function test. Please step onto the treadmill. Motor function test. Please connect to the device.
What's this test all about?
Please walk. Gradually accelerate.
How am I doing?
Please control your breathing. Accelerate by 3.
It looks ridiculous there, but it actually looks somewhat like.
Get up. You can't stay here.
All right. I am gonna add this this one because like I thought this was a pretty feels like stuff's trying to troll me. Like literally the Superman movies made by Troll Quarter, like at the end of that, the Troll Court thing. It just feels like a lot of stuff in media at this point. It's like, well, maybe people recognize the thing from the end of the Bible is gonna happen, or they don't believe, and that's part of the thing. They're just trolling, but it's getting more obvious, isn't it? Hmm. Okay. Well, let's see. First of all, this. How do I do this? If it's like a is it save? Not download. What happens if I wanted to download it? See, it doesn't download it, like actually download it. You know? Why don't you could because you can download it, why don't they just like it just seems like so stupid that we have this broken reality because all these corporations which aren't people like want to exert over my reality and I clearly am showing off the powers of deity. Back the fuck off and like engage what I'm saying. You're getting the fucking into the Bible stuff. You can pretend I'm a Spider-Man, but I'm like at this point I'm clearly doing a thing where it looks like I'm a Spider-Man because you know, it definitely it seems really fucking obvious that like the events of Revelation include like whatever the fuck is going on around here will not be continuing the same way. Just it's if it's not obvious. But I guess I could just be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You know? I mean, friendly neighborhood Spy-Da-Man. Spy-Da-Man. Alright, here. This is what I'm doing. Spy-Da-Man, Spy-Da-Man. I'm gonna save it to this playlist called Insane Asylum Radio Part 2. And I'm just gonna save them to this playlist. It'll be a public playlist. Excuse me.
Hey.
Yo. Mm.
Oh. Get ready for a major remodel, fellas. Hey, Pepper.
Hey everyone, Chess Roberts here. It is
Your head in there. No, go ahead. Try to put your head in there. See, Ivan, he can't put his head in there. That's
Hey, what's happening?
Proximity alert. Bogies inbound. Range 200 miles. Alert. Bogies inbound. Range 200 miles.
Lock it down.
He's awake! He's awake! Hey!
I showed him the way.
Hi Extra, it's Arena. Welcome to Victoria's Secret Fashion Show 2025.
Well, this is wonderful. We're about to be killed by gangsters.
Now I know how to paint you guys, so if anyone needs anything, wall paints, window paints.
Are you Marsha?
I am. I am.
All right, here, little stretch. Okay, that was instantaneous. Do I? Here, hold on. I'm gonna check if I do that in any other I'm pretty sure I explained the thing going on with my leg in like multiple videos. If I just link one of the videos from one of the lightning labs right before that and that part happens, it's really obvious.
Hey, I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back. You know, I'm just worried that you...
Pick up the pace, lady. I'm sick of shaking my booty for these fat jerks. I didn't mean you're all fat. Just...
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the information purification.
Smile so big that your eyes can go back in your face.
Tell me a story.
I'm gonna have this one up just so that I can remember. What I wanted to find out is if I go back in my if I go back in these, I'm positive I do this. Um, all right. Probably be in one of these. And I think probably at the end here, I was just saying it with the end of it, like at the beginning of every video. So let me see.
Yo.
Also, something it says there's closed captions, but I can't ask it stuff, and I can't. Can I pull up the captions? Okay. Here's the closed captions, so you can hear. So this is how I did this. Do you notice? Do you notice what I did? I went I opened the description. In the description, I personally, as Matthew, have timestamped this. Look, I invited Kim Castro in 2025, in May of 2025. It's been a year. Here's some crazy lightning.
Bypass. How drones work. Oh, maybe I should be doing the left side too, huh?
It's kind of chunky. Anyway, there's one.
That's what that is.
Like all stressed out. All right.
Like, it's gonna literally be able to say exactly what the rating for each lightning is.
I can already do that now. I know it already 100%. You guys are just fucking not not allowing me access to AI that's good enough to do that. which is actually, I have access in my phone. I just can't use it in the complete way that I want. And though the suggestion is like in the summer support, and like I guess eventually I probably have the ability to do whatever, but you know, let me go back to this. The point that I was getting at with this is that you go down here. I put the timestamps for these and like whatever's going on, but here you can go to the transcript and you can see like, all right, if we type in leg, and we'll go to this first thing.
All right. I've been developing my leg here. Remember, the idea is there are certain stretches or postures that I do that I have special emoji tags for in my descriptions for each video. And then I kind of, in the description, will timestamps and it'll chapter highlight some lightning instances and like how spectacular I think they are, like a level. I'll give them a level, and then I'll also say what I was doing, and like one of the emojis is connected to this stretch. Another one of the emojis is connected to like when I'm standing up like this, and I do like I exert through my right side, through my hip, into the extreme of my right, and like try to. There was, as I grip the ground, there was a thing that's part of what I have problems with, is gripping the ground with my right foot, because I think something has struck me in a way that I've explained in plenty of videos. So I'm gonna not explain it, but it's a lot like, I think, Genesis 32, and where Jacob is struck on the hip and then is turned into Israel. I think it's something similar to that. It's what it feels like, because what is described there, I'm like, oh hey, that looks like what's going on with my right leg, or feels like it at least.
All right, so I think that's a good explanation, but I don't think that's the only like explanation of when I talk about it. But I do think that's a good explanation. And so I could just, at this point, I could do that. And so I have it go.
All right. I've been developing my leg here. Remember, the idea is there are certain stretches or postures that I do that I have special emoji tags for in my descriptions for each video. And then I kind of, in the description, will timestamps and it'll chapter highlight some lightning instances and like how spectacular I think they are, like a level. I'll give them a level, and then I'll also say what I was doing, and like one of the emojis is connected to this stretch doing, and like one of the emojis is connected to this stretch. Another one of the
All right, here, little stretch. Do you see why? Like that's, oh. Can you see? So I gotta. I'll put this over here for now.
Like one of the emojis, I'll give them a level, and then I'll also say what I was doing, and like one of the emojis is connected to this stretch. Another one of the emojis.
All right, here, little stretch. And the reason why that's so significant is because that's my first stretch of the fucking, like, video. Like, genuinely, you go back, it's a crazy storm that's going on. I'm recording everything live as it's happening. And then the first time I stretch in the video, it blows out the power for the neighborhood. Or the block, whatever. Clearly, it knocked out the power. That wasn't as strong as the one that happened. I mean, do I have? Yeah, I do have it up here. That wasn't as strong as this one. It's because I've invited Kim Castro from Channel 11K and show you to come do Lightning Lab stuff, or clown butthole spreading stuff, clown girl butthole spreading stuff. She is very beautiful, and I think. Holy. Is someone gonna engage that this is going on? And then, like, there's more stuff, like, I was just going through the other day to kind of, like, look at some of the lightning, the abnormal lightning that goes on in the video. I mean, just, like, look at some of this. Is crazy looking, right? There's all sorts of lightning videos in here, but, like, some of them are like this. I've never seen lightning like this before. I mean, I've seen it in my videos, but I mean, like, other than in my videos, I've never seen fucking lightning like this before. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely. And the fact that it keeps happening, it's like, okay, dude, like, why are people pretending? Can we get the better reality, or what? Are you guys gonna not do that? You guys don't want the Kingdom of Heaven thing? I do. Here's what this, by the way. And I have the desktop view of the other one too. I mean, you can go find the desktop view of here. Yeah. Maybe it's because I've invited Kim Castro from Channel 11K to show you to come do Lightning Lab stuff, or clown butthole spreading stuff, clown girl butthole spreading stuff. She is very beautiful, and I think holy. I mean, actually, like, clearly, brighter flash. Clearly, hold on. Holy. I think like, you hear it set off like a car alarm, like, it sounded like it was closer. It looked like it was closer. There was a visible lightning bolt that, like that looks like brighter than daytime. That looks like there's a UFO or something outside the window, or like something flashing the lights through, like a spotlight. And like, it's too loud even for the thing to have caught properly. It like pushes past it distorts on this one. Holy. it's closer, it's more powerful. It's like there's a clear these aren't the first videos. Like we're years into me doing this as like a lightning lab thing. Um it's just really it's like uh we're already at the point where I'm surprised that oh, and the Namor thing. Hold on, I want to check something. I think I already have it in here. But here. Look, it says filmy box. Do I have the thing where it's like it takes a while to it takes a while to get all this together because of like the current systems, is the way that all the cyber reality and stuff works. Okay. This one, so, like oh, here.
Do you feel safer today?
Look, Nick Fury in kind of real life. He's still like a spy director, but he's Nick Fury in this one. I mean, he's not Nick Fury. He's a different he's a different Mace Windu like character. This is why Yoda. Do you get it? Oh, damn, you can't even see. You could hear for a second though, right? And I was doing this the whole time. I was like, all right, this is why the Jedi Council. And this is also why on that one thing, it's like time to dance. Also probably to play soccer. But look, Neymar, I mean Namor. Hmm? Hmm?
Tell
No,
me.
wait. Wait, wrong. Well, I guess this one could work too. But except this is the Yucatan and not Brazil. But probably it looks like, I don't know. Everybody just looks like me at this point, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm ready to I'm ready for the reality to be better if that's the case. I don't know the fuck people can be pretending anymore. Like, the fuck? All right. Dun dun dun. I think I already got this one right. Yes. That one's, I already have that one. Yes. Just got this one.
You know what the problem with Hollywood is? They make shit.
Now you really should have let me buy you a suit, Stanley.
No animals or humans were harmed during the following preview. Not even the fake ones.
What is happening?
That's great. Thank you. Well, I have some good news, Peter. I don't believe any of the charges against you are going to stick.
Wait, seriously?
I knew.
I don't believe any of the charges against you are going to stick.
Wait, seriously?
Look, it says milk on his shirt. See that, right? Wait, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Okay.
No, you're in.
Nice place you got here.
Appreciate that.
Hey, Frank.
They're coming for you.
The whole world is looking for this guy.
My head, you could be him.
Just think about it, Claire. Look at my face. You scratched a man's face. Do I have a scratch on my face? You scratched him, didn't you?
Get on the floor. Now! Get on the floor!
Now.
He's heading down the pitch. He's alone, only one defender.
Why do you insist on keeping this?
Maybe it's because I've invited Kim Castro from Channel 11K Show You to come do Lightning Lab stuff. Holy. Is someone gonna engage that this is going on?
Creating luxurious fragrances comes.
Okay, now that that's all in a playlist, I think it's something that I want to have just in case yeah, here you go. One of the reasons is because, like, when it's put like this, I can kind of look at all the thumbnails. You know what? I think this is another one that I talked about in there, but I was gonna make a point about. Probably, I think I had talked to someone about this in there. It might have been Jose, but we had talked like it was just like in the movies that had come out, like that I'd seen in the past, like I don't know, while like good action, like movies that I thought were interesting and good. I thought this was a fun movie. Mm. But I don't know. I could start like I might already have it in there. Let me see something. Hmm. All right. Now, do I need to have them all already in them? Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. This is I'm putting all the things in here. Actually, I'm gonna show you like this so that mean, I'll do it like this so that you can actually see it's the whole process. Um, so I've just duplicated the folder, and the idea is that I'm not even I wasn't even sure I was gonna do it like this. Hold on. And remember, it's still in the other folder just fine. This one. And I still have this like thing where I like um there's love bugs in my room, and like as much as I think it's adorable, I don't need them in my room making points to me. Now they're out of my room. Like I'm still putting underscores and stuff because I like older versions of Windows and stuff wouldn't let you use like regular naming conventions, and like there's still symbols that I can't use in like the Finder on Apple stuff. Can you just fix that? Like in the Finder thing, it should be like there should be some ability to do some workaround where you can use whatever characters that you would need. I guess hyper exotic characters, maybe not, but even then, like you should be able to use whatever in the Finder, because you can, because a lot of the times there's things that you'll find in like a YouTube title that you can't even represent in, like I can't copy the exact YouTube title down. That's pretty ridiculous. Okay, I can do this. This will be. Just. I'm just trying to figure out the fastest way to go about this, and I think it'll be like this. Just, dude. See, and like, it didn't even make a higher quality upscaled one, so I gotta use a. Alright. Like that one's not even gonna be there because I didn't actually download that one additionally. Same thing with the, I guess, where's this one? But I'm gonna keep that one because I might use it instead of the other one. I'm using that one so that you can see what's happening. Well, I don't know. I guess this one happens in the thing. This is the one that it's actually from, but I just don't, there's not like a good, this is too low. It's lower quality than I even see like where it's right, whatever's going on. Well, I don't know. Maybe that one's smaller. Anyway, so that's why I'm using that. Mostly this is when it happens when I don't know exactly, but like this isn't even as high. Like it could take a better screenshot of the video itself, and you would have like I'll play the image in VLC or something and get a screenshot and use that. Oh, I'm pretty sure it would. I can't tell positively. Oops. Like, that's, like, too small. Some of these I could just find, like, I can go here and I can get a... Maybe this is even the image that's used in the thing. I can find some image of it that might be better. Like, that might be a larger version, but I'll not focus on this right now. I just kind of want to get through grabbing these. I don't even really have to, like, maybe what I'm going to do is I'll stop here and just, like, tomorrow continue. I'm tired. Today was, like, weird, but, yeah, I'll work on it some more tomorrow. That's what I, like, you can see that this is what I did yesterday here, on number 5. I'll work on it again a little more, and maybe I'll make something where I show what I'm talking about, where, like, I clearly explain, like, this thing going on with my right side, and I've been saying it repeatedly for a while. So, okay, cool, great. I'm gonna end this here, so, yep. All right, have a blessed one. Later. Yeah.